Sure. Hello, is the meeting on? Does anyone hear me?
Yes, Mr. Shirazi, you're good. We're waiting for the recorder to get here. They're just manning the door right now, so just bear with us.
Yeah,
Okay,
Bob,
okay, wonderful. I
Bob
wasn't
Powell's on
sure.
his way. He's running
Yeah,
a few minutes late, so.
Yeah,
he'll be here
on
very
my,
shortly.
I understand. Yeah, on my
He's the
end,
one
it
that
was so
texted me.
quiet, I wasn't sure if I lost you.
And I'm very loyal to him because he's.
No, we're still
worked
here.
with me for years, right? You know,
Okay, wonderful, thank you.
I've got to maneuver.
All right, guess we're about there. Brackets. I don't know it here. This way. All right. We'll call this meeting to order. My name is Michael Gear, as chair. I call this regularly scheduled meeting of the Historic District Commission to order this 27th day of May 2021. There is a quorum present. The roster of the staff to the commission, of the commission members, and the technical posts that they fill in accordance with the requirement of the Hagerstown zoning ordinance are on file with the city of Hagerstown, are available on request of any applicant, and are hereby made a part of the legal record of each and every application heard today. All decisions rendered are based on the Secretary of Interior standards and guidelines as adopted by the city of Hagerstown. Each decision is made on a case-by-case basis and is not intended to be precedent setting. If you have any cell phones or other electronic devices, please make sure that they have been silenced. Please note that all of our meetings are being recorded and are broadcast live on YouTube. There are actually only one type of case here today for design review. I will ask when your case is called for that applicant to please join with the commission. For the record, please state your name and address. There will be a brief synopsis of your application from the staff consultant. After that, the floor will then be opened to the applicant for any further elaboration. After that, the floor will then be open for discussion by the commission members prior to rendering a decision on that particular application. At this time, we have approval of minutes for March 25th. No. All right, May 13th, 2021. And we'll entertain a motion to adopt revised, correct, as noted. Anybody's hopefully.
So moved.
Everybody's had a chance to look at that. All right, we got a motion and a second. And at this point, I take it there's no further discussion.
Who seconded?
I did.
All right. Hearing no further discussion, we'll entertain, or all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye for approval of the May 13th, 2021 minutes.
Aye.
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 Those opposed? Motion carries. Okay, no consent agenda items. Design review case HDC 2021-22 for 37-49 Jonathan Street. I'll figure this out eventually. City Sprouts for exterior renovations and a facade grant.
Okay, this is case HDC 2021-22. The applicant is City Sprouts LLC of Mohammed Shirazi. Property is located at 3749 Jonathan Street. Property is located in the downtown historic district. The building is a B resource. It contributes to the character of the district, but is not likely to qualify for a National Register listing individually. Photographs of the property are shown on page 1 of your staff report. The first photograph is the existing front facade of the building. And then the second photograph is taken from the southwest, showing the rear and south side of the building. Design guidelines that are applicable are pages 23 to 27 and 31 to 34 of the downtown design guidelines. Description of work and plans. The applicant has applied for a facade grant through the city's Department of Community and Economic Development. This property is in the downtown historic district, and the proposed exterior work would have been subject to review even if it had not been under a facade grant. The exterior renovations include removal of the metal stairs on the rear of the building, shown in the photo on the right of page 1. The applicant is also proposing masonry and wood repairs and handicapped access. Maryland Historical Trust approval of the work will be required. Details of the signage will require a separate application when the commercial tenants are met. However, there is information in the drawing showing what their planned signage scheme will be as far as how they plan on addressing it in general, but obviously they can't come in with an application for a sign and then until they know who they're advertising for. Staff recommendation, and I'm going to update this a little bit, is approval for the fire escape removal and approval for other work in concept for the purpose of advancing the grant request, subject to submission of new application with materials and detailed specifications for the doors, windows, and any other visible elements. Looking at the application, some of this is actually probably pretty simple that we could resolve through a conversation with Mr. Shirazi. The applicant is not looking to replace any of the windows. All of the windows that are there are existing, with the exception of some small awning hopper windows located along the south side elevation at the basement level, shown on the right side elevation. We did not get materials on specific models of windows, but that could probably be worked out in this case with Mr. Shirazi in a discussion, because these are extremely low visibility. They are on the sides facade, but if you notice on page 1 of your staff report, it's a parking lot located adjacent to it, and probably not more than maybe the top foot of these windows are going to be actually grade. There is a proposal for a new door on the rear facade. We don't have any information on that, but again, it's a rear facade and not visible from public ways per se. Alleys are not public ways. I hesitate to call the bus depot a public way. But the door is going to be on the first floor, left-hand side of the rear facade. So you can have a conversation with Mr. Shirazi as far as that goes. He's also at that door proposing to put a small concrete ramp for handicapped accessibility and replace the railing or place an existing railing on the place a railing on the existing handicap ramp. Or possibly, I'm not sure, I don't think there's a railing back there at the moment. But anyway, there's also new concrete stairs and railing showing where that new door is going to be located on the left of the rear facade. You're looking at page A6 of your elevation. And then lastly, again, this is not really here for you for review per se, but they do show where it says on drawings S1 and S2, which is their general signage plan, which is mostly window lettering, and also one wall-mounted sign on the side of the building. Again, they can't apply for it officially until we actually know what the sign's going to look like, and they don't know that until the tenant's lined up. The wall-mounted sign will have 3 gooseneck lamps over top of it to cast light onto that sign, and a picture of what one of those gooseneck lamps will look like is on that particular page. That's all I have.
Does our applicant, if you can state your name and address for the record, and you have any further elaboration?
Of course, yes. My name is Mohammed Shirazi. I represent City of Sprouts, owner of 3749 Jonathan Street. Basically, as far as the elevation is concerned, which is obviously the important part of it, we're not making any alteration, even the front entrance, which is going to strictly stain it back to its original. We're not removing any front railing. Everything is going to stay the same in the front. Building was previously painted all over. So we basically, but the paint is eroded and peeled in many areas. So we're going to already provided the colors that we're going to repaint the building, the front, which is a very traditional antique colors that are picked. And I've already submitted those colors for painting the front, the side. The rear is where some changes are done. We have a fire exit, a staircase, metal staircase, which has broken off in several areas, and the entrance to those metal staircase have already been blocked by bricks, and there's no entrance to the metal stairway. That obviously we have to remove it because it's in dangerous condition. As far as the new entrance, the entrance for all the apartments is being reallocated to the rear of the building, obviously for security and privacy purposes. So we have a new staircase which opens up from the rear. Again, it has no impact. We have existing, sort of very small existing handicap ramp, which we're going to expand and complete it. It appeared that somebody in the past tried to do something, but it's not completed. As far as the windows are concerned, all the windows stay existing. We're not changing any windows. We're not changing any roof. Roof stays as existing. Basically, as far as we have tried very hard to make sure that this is a grand building. It's a beautiful building, and I love the features of this building. It represents a very grand history, and I'm very much interested in maintaining such characters and colors in not only the outside, also the interior. The interior of the building, especially for the commercial, will stay stripped. Brick walls will, and the rafters will be exposed. We would be using copper ductwork for the interior just to maintain, and all the beams and ceilings are exposed. So we try to keep everything original to the building and sort of maintain it as the way it originally, not adding anything to it really, except in the rear where we're putting the new door entrance. I'm really grateful for you considering my application. I think it would be a great partnership, and I'm very excited to start the project. Thank you very much. I'm open to any questions.
All right. Commission members, questions, concerns? So removing the fire escape, we're putting up basically the new stair tower inside the building at this point, and only one exit handles all 3 floors. I assume he submitted for building permit at this point, or is this the
Yes,
first?
and they, I believe there is the ability to access out through the front. It's just not what their primary location is going to be.
Okay. All right, and then the door to the rear, the new door, I guess, out of that stair tower, I assume that's going to be a hollow metal door. It's really not indicated on the door schedule that was provided.
We need to get that from Mr. Shirazi. It wasn't part of the material that we
Okay.
had.
Mr. Shirazi, will that be a hollow metal door on the backside out of that stair tower?
We try to maintain something traditional, Georgian type, double entry for the rear. And we try to dress it up in a way that it will sort of conform with the surrounding architecture. It wouldn't be anything, just Georgian style doors, metal doors. That is what we had in mind to install there.
You mean like a 6-panel door or something?
Yes.
Are you suggesting like something like a 6-panel door that looks more like you would find on the front door of somebody's house?
Yeah, yeah.
And what would it
6-panel
be made
doors.
of, wood or metal?
Metal.
Okay.
All right, so we got a metal door going in. Okay,
But
that's fine.
Yeah, but we'll paint it brownish color.
Have to be, but just where it's at, I would think metal would suffice much better than a wood door.
The
Durability
nation's
wise.
building fire code may require it.
As long as it's
And the reason
exiting
for
out.
metal door is
you could use either, but I would think a wood door, or I mean, a metal door
Yeah.
would be a little bit more security. All right,
yeah,
and then,
because of security, that's the reason. Yeah.
and then as far as the windows on the side, now the elevation almost looks like it's a glass block.
Mike, talking to the mic.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah, that's existing, yeah.
So at this point, the windows that we're talking about would be on page A5 of the drawings, elevation number 2. It's just the 3 windows across the bottom, right there at the Is that so is that actually a glass block replacement, or is that actually a wood window going back in, or what material were you anticipating?
I'm not installing any new window anywhere. All the windows you're seeing there are existing. I'm not putting any new window. The only thing that I'm installing is just the rear doors, double door for apartments in the rear, but everything else is existing. I'm not installing anything new.
Okay, page D1, item number 15, it says remove portion of the existing glass block to receive new block windows in basement. And it's item number 15, which is shown on the basement, 4 basement level windows on the south side on page D1, the drawing on the left of the two. So it basically looks like it's almost like a replacement design. You're replacing probably some broken existing glass block.
I didn't see the purpose of trying to, they seem to be in good condition. What I'm intending to do for those smaller windows just to paint them. And, but they seem to be in a good condition, and I have no intention of replacing them.
We can only go by the drawings that were submitted showing that those are going to be replaced.
I wasn't aware of that. That's something that architect has done it, but unless he saw that they in need of repair and to be replaced. But even if we're going to replace it, it's going to look like the original existing.
Okay. So if there are anything being replaced, you're not putting in a new window, you're basically taking out existing block, theoretically, which is probably damaged, and replacing it with other glass block.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
The HTC doesn't even need to approve that. That's just repair.
All right. Anybody else have any questions?
So we're making a decision on the removal of the fire escape and the windows and the doors as represented in this, right?
Sounds like just the doors, because the windows are not being replaced, they're going to be replaced.
Just prepared. Okay, so it's just the doors as represented here.
Yeah.
So those are the two things we're being asked to.
And the gooseneck lamps for the future signage.
And for the
side of
signage,
building.
yeah, those are good.
Fine. All right. Any other comments, concerns?
So the fire escape removal, it's a little bit hard for me to follow, but if the fire escape is removed, will there be something else to replace it?
They're building a new interior stair tower within the building.
Oh,
And Mr. Shirazi, correct me if I'm wrong, you're probably adding sprinklers to this building too?
It's in there.
Does he have to?
It's in there.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the question.
Yeah, according to they have the fire sprinkler schematic in
Right.
there.
So you have a new interior stair tower and sprinklers, which negate the need for the exterior fire escape now.
okay.
Exactly.
All right. Any other concerns? Hearing none. Well, I guess we'll entertain a motion to adopt.
And this is a certificate of appropriateness,
Yes.
correct?
Correct.
Yes, and approval of a grant.
And approval of the grant. Okay.
We haven't had side grants in the longest time, probably close to 10 years, I'm thinking.
Okay.
But apparently there's money in the budget for it now.
Unless there's opposition. Mr. Chairman, I have inspected the project plans and the property in question, and it's constructed in accordance with these plans. The project is compatible with the character of the district for the following reasons: the removal of the fire escape, the doors as represented in the application, the lamps for future signage, and approval of the city facade grant are generally in harmony with the architectural design guidelines for commercial historic district and the character of the adjoining properties. Therefore, I move that the HDC grant a certificate of appropriateness to applicant for the case 2021 TAC 22.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, Mr. Shirazi, you're done. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate your time and approving my application. Thank you.
Have a great
Thank
day.
you. And this is a great building. It's nice to see
You
it
too.
getting fixed up.
It's a beautiful building. I love it. Yeah, I love the building.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for helping me out.
All right. At
Bye-bye.
this time, we have no workshops. Any new business needs to be brought before this commission?
Nope.
Hearing none. All the old business, any old business that needs to be?
Got a couple of things. One, I've been out to look at that fence, got a picture of it. Be reaching out to them this week. Second thing is due to workload in our office, I won't go as far, I'll go farther than saying asked. I begged your chairman to put off the HDC awards until the middle of June, which he agreed to do. So we've rescheduled them. I just didn't have time to contact people and get certificates and all made up. So that's been postponed a couple weeks, but it will be happening. That's all I have.
All right. And which meeting, mayor and council meeting will
I
that
believe
be
it's
at?
the 15th.
That could be a problem for me. If it's on the 15th, I was thinking it would be at the end of the month.
Well, we can still move it around.
Okay.
It's still, can be, we changed it once, we can change it again.
Okay.
June, yes.
Yeah, if it goes to the second meeting in June, that might help me a little bit, I think. I better check the calendar, but I know the 15th, I've already double booked on a couple things.
It must be awfully popular.
Hey, I wish it was popularity, but it's not. Yeah, because that would be, what, the 29th, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Hold on
Yeah.
a second. It's either the 8th or the 15th. I'll have to double check with Donna, but you say the 15th is going to be a problem.
Yeah, 15th would be a problem,
Shouldn't be a big deal to move it around.
and the 8th would be a problem too right now, so,
All right, I'll see what I can move it to the 22nd or the 29th.
Okay. all right,
All right.
thank you.
Can I go back to old business just 1 minute?
Sure.
The guy that lives on Forest Drive that put up that awful back fence that lines up on Woodland Way, have you ever had a chance to look at that?
No, I'm getting to that one.
Oh, okay.
Does that sound familiar for a building a fence permit?
I want to say it's in the 940s to 960s. It would be a Forest Drive address. I don't think it's as high as $1,000. The guy that came in and did the addition for his house, put out the back, it's 2 doors from, whatever.
Farther
that
from
is,
here or closer to here?
away from here.
Away from here. I should be able to find that, no problem.
I doubt, I'm willing to bet it wasn't permitted.
I may right by it tomorrow and we'll wait into work. All right.
All right,
That's it.
One thing, and forgive me if I didn't understand last time, but we had discussed like all the lights within the businesses and all those things that were within the storefronts. Did I understand it correctly? Is that was under our purview or was not under our purview?
Signage within storefronts under certain circumstances are. Lights as far as a light, or you mean light as?
Like,
something-
there's a lot of open and blinking and
Signage.
signage. And frankly, we're working very hard to bring the city back to its historic appearance and awnings and windows, and those kind of just really distract from that. I just, if it's within our purview, I think it's something we should start addressing.
Not only is it within your purview, it's also within the purview of the sign code within the zoning ordinance. So even if it's outside the historic district. I know there's one that we need to look at, a store that recently opened that just have covered all of their windows with signage. I'm doing what I can to work to get to those
Okay.
things. Right now, just give you a little heads up. I've worked for the city for 18 years. I've literally never been busier with
Right.
everything that we got going on right now. So it's all a balancing act, and I'm getting,
Right.
I ask for patience. I'm working to get to these things as I can.
Would it be in your best interest if we at least identified maybe the locations of concern? I mean, would that
just
help
shoot me
you
an
out?
email. Just shoot me an email,
Okay.
then that's fine.
And again, I'm not trying to disrupt anyone's business. We want to encourage that. But at the same time, if we're trying to improve the appearance of the city, I think this certainly would fall within that,
Okay.
effort. Okay, thanks.
All right. Any other old business? Hearing none. Any announcements? Kelly Bell's here. Hopefully, it's not raining tomorrow evening. University Plaza. All right. If nothing else, I guess we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All right. So be. Appreciate everybody's attendance. Next meeting would be June 10th. Thank you very much.
Sandy had